Hey folks, Mike here with another episode of my Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 playthrough. We're still playing on the open RCT2 engine, and today we will start Gravity Gardens. My challenge is to build a roller coaster park in beautiful Gravity Gardens. No other rides, just roller coasters. So it's going to be interesting. Not only are we limited to roller coasters, we have to achieve a park value of $500,000. Since we have no time objective, we'll just bump it to $20. And do we just have one ride? Okay. Well, let's build the first thing. First things first. Let's get a kiosk going since we don't have one. Let's get our research going as well. Just want to double check shops and stalls. Actually, can we? Okay. Free rides. I'm only missing the hat stall. So we'll do max funding. We will do roller coasters and water rides. Because, as they said, roller coasters only. Okay. Beyond that, I think, here, let's do it the easy way. I'll cut the path here, and I will put barriers here. Actually, I'll rebuild this path. I'll put a barrier instead. The reason why I sometimes prefer cutting off the path as opposed to putting barriers is for staff reasons. The staff won't run around and get lost and whatnot. But in this case, what am I doing? Alright. In this case, I think I could get away with the staffing thing by just keeping my handyman in this area for now. And later on I can remove all of that later on. That's funny. Mechanic already had a footpath defined for himself. Okay. We'll pop into the cheese real quick just to make some nice looking grass. And that should be it. So, let's take a quick look at our loan. Okay. We got a normal looking loan, honestly. Bring that down to 5,000. Since I don't have any time limits, this park is actually not that difficult. And what I'll do here, I'll do your somewhat standard assortment of just one food, one drink, bathroom, and some sort of souvenir thing. We'll do the first food and the first drink. I'll also bump the prices up slightly. And then the first souvenir, which will be a balloon. So next time around, so I know in the previous scenario, talked about how, you know, how helpful, useful, I don't know the exact way to word it, but I did talk about how maybe spreading out the stalls would be worth it. In this case, you know, we're looking at a huge park with a lot of paths, a lot of people here are going to be getting lost. So, you know, whatever, we'll let them do their thing. They'll hopefully eventually make their way back. If they don't, I can go in and manually rescue people. But for now, we'll let them do their thing. Oh, actually, I have them by numbers. Yeah, I guess I could manually rescue them. By manually rescuing, I mean literally just pick them out. Actually, if I'm going to be doing that, the best idea would be putting him here. Okay. He's near the roller coaster. This guy's hungry. So we'll put him here. Oh, we should eat. We'll give him a map though. That guy seems in a good spot. This guy's on his way. That's the other end of the map. Drop him off here. So this is mostly to help avoid having the inevitable unhappy guest. Because I know it's gonna happen. Eventually it'll be like, hey, so-and-so's lost. You know, fix your paths, whatever. A lot of these guys I probably shouldn't be moving, but I didn't look. Alright. Oops. I think we are good. No. Actually, this minimap is super useful now. Alright, I'll grab the last few guys here. This will allow me to remove all of the pathing leading to these other areas. So then I could eventually, you know, as time goes on, I'll cut off, you know, I might cut off further here or here and kind of allow this area to open up as the park starts getting larger and larger. The important part here is get rid of him, and just hire a new one. There we go. So we don't have fixed paths anymore. I can now delete this and this. Right click on both of those. Phew. And we're done. For now. Does this have an on-ride photo? No, it does not. I won't bother building one because, as we learned in previous videos, on-ride photos only work once. I will, however, build first aid rooms. Just because we have no time, no limits, we can just do whatever we want. I do want to build spinning wild mouse. I'm trying to build one that's not intense. 4. I'm gonna go through these real quick. These are pretty intense usually. Not too bad. These tend to be really fun. But a lot of them are very big. What's this? That's huge for not being particularly great. Yeah, a lot of these are fairly high intensity. Oh. Ah, yes, this is one of... Yep. Perfect. That is a perfect roller coaster to get started with. Okay. It'd actually be better to throw it through this way. There's a lot of room back there. Maybe just over the water. Here. Around this side. What I'm trying to do, to avoid... That'll take out one tree, and I'll sit on the water. Or I can literally just build it on the water. Yeah. Let's do that. Actually, that is the right height. Yeah. Okay. I'll try something different there. Do that. Ooh, nice. Getting a 2-for-1 deal going on here. Like I determined last time, $3 seemed to be what people are willing to pay for these. So we'll charge that. Alright. Not too intense. I got an extra car or two. I think maybe two even. Got the on-ride photo, you know, nice and cheap. Mind you, park value is what we're aiming for, so expensive would be worth it. Let's see. 24. So that's 20, 24, and another 6. Actually, I should yeah. For this ride, let's see, how long is it? Oh boy, I'm blind. 13 seconds. Holy. Oh, did I? Yep. Let's fix that real quick. Okay. So I am trying to not run over trees, which is a little bit more difficult. Oh, I just did that. Whatever, should be enough. The reason I'm kind of counting this is, in a sense, I'm trying to make this path as long as possible for future. You know what? We can totally make it ridiculously long, because I still have one gap here. Oops. Yeah, let's leave that gap. And there. So I could put a first aid there and not actually remove the tree. Okay, so the reason I'm taking time and counting paths here is that I'm not gonna wait. Gonna wait 120. So the idea is I do want to make sure that these rides fill up. I don't know if that's going to change operating costs or anything like that. What I'm hoping to do by doing that is, well, you know, if I see rides are not moving particularly quick, okay, maybe I have to look into it, see why, if there's a reason why, because with free admission rides, they're usually pretty populated. The other thing that I'm looking for is longer lineups allows me to to keep people, you know, from wandering around, especially later on when you start getting a lot of people in the park. You know, your park rating is going up, you have a lot of guests coming in. They complain about it being really crowded, which happens more often than it should. But yeah, It's one of those unfortunate things where, I don't know, I guess I just don't plan well enough. I should have made sure that these guys spawn in. I should have made sure they spawned in usable places. I think he did though, so okay. So yeah, I'm making sure that by delaying this, that you know we'll have a full load, because these lineups are pretty long. So it'll happen a lot where they don't necessarily fill in as fast as they should. But the extra long path will help with that, and depending how long the ride is, you don't want. Ah shit! I just realized what I did there. Oh boy. I had to do that. I didn't even realize until just now. All these people wandering around. We'll pick them up, put them back. But yeah, long lineups are good. As long as people are not spending, you know, 10 plus minutes. And so by having, in this case, such a short ride, I can afford this really long lineup. And I'm kind of hoping when, I don't know, when would this line, eventually you get enough people that'll keep coming back. I don't know. Eventually I figure there's going to be enough people coming back that you'll wind up yeah, this scenario. All these people coming back for the ride. You'll wind up in that, with that kind of case, or that kind of scenario of eventually it'll bunch up enough. Okay, we got this guy, this guy. There's someone here. Where are you at? I have to imagine. Well, I have to imagine if people want to get to certain rides, because the lineup is long enough too. They'll probably be happy that they can actually get on said ride. Okay. Let's not make that mistake again. I don't know how many times I've done that before too. That's the worst part. Is I know I've done this before in other parks, other playthroughs. But yeah, the important thing is this keeps staff where guests will be as well. Okay. Next, I want to build. That's kind of my medium intensity. I don't think I could get much lower than that. Giga Coaster. Holy. Some of those are pretty cool. Corkscrew. Is that? Oh no. Oh yeah, this one. I know I talked about this in another video series, but I've ridden one of these. Pretty fun. This is like a standard roller coaster too. Pretty sure there's one company that builds it, because there's a lot of theme parks that seem to have it. You know, it's not like a custom one. And there's all these weird ones that I never bothered looking up why it happens. Well, we can squeeze in the small one. Wow, 500,000 isn't... I don't know... I don't know if the dips is like because of popularity. Yeah, it must be. Part value must be like one of those fancy metrics of like, hey, you've got X amount of people and Y amount of rides and scenery, and when you win awards, value probably goes up. Can I fit? Wait, I can fit the exit there? Do I want to fit the exit there? Just want to make sure. Okay, it is going there. That's all I need, isn't it? Yep. Oh, that's all I needed. Good. Similar to deal to other parks, I really want to put my entrance smack on the exit. Plus I get the bonus for another platform, I guess. Also, just in case. That would be a good place for like a break or something. What are there? Intensity or excitement? Excitement seems better. Can I actually put a break there? Nope. Put the entrance here. What? Is the entrance really that big? Oh. Shit. There we go. How many cars can I get now? Oh, I'm still limited to 10. Oh, there, 13. Hey! Yeah, these are kind of cool though. Just like the amount of stuff that you can put in such a small package. So I think this is going to be a theme as well, since the only money limitation I have is you know, how much patience I have. So these are what? 2 per car. So I guess 6. This is one full ride's worth, and look at 35 seconds. That's about all I can put. And as usual, top it off with a first aid room. I don't think this park in particular will suffer from high nausea, or this ride. It's very low. Why risk it though, right? I can get away with... I can get away with that. Having just a lot of... yeah, a lot of good ratings and stuff because of this. We'll throw some entertainers as well. I know money's going to be a bit of an issue. But we can deal with that problem. It's too crowded. Yeah, I'm bound to get crowded complaints. I could... okay, let's prepare this. I'm gonna allow people to get all the way to here. So this is okay. Oh. Let's see where this... where is it? Okay, that leads to up here. Perfect. Peel that back. So people go to the gardens. Down here to this. Which I'll cut off there. And Hyper Twister. So that should allow a loop. Which should somewhat reduce some of those crowded complaints. Somewhat. Not a whole lot, but enough for now. And eventually I think I'll put a path above here. So I'll probably build more rides. So I'll keep the rides spread out as well. New vehicle. I don't know why, but I thought... well, maybe not. For a while I thought ride improvements were a separate thing, but I guess they fall under that. Hyper Twister. These things. Oh yeah. Wait, how long is... Say how long? 6 minutes. Yeah, that's about as good as that one will get. 2 trains, 12 cars. But this is a pretty long ride, isn't it? Minute 40. I think if I was fast forwarding, I could probably do this one within an hour, but I wouldn't be surprised if 2 parts. It's a pretty fun casual one, really. What? Heartline Twister. You know, Heartline Twisters to me just seem like not the worst, but I look at them, it's like, what's the point? Holy. Oh, some of these are nuts, but like this. How? How? So much money. That's what I figured. I figured that thing's not gonna get used much. Yeah, this is the Valley in Waiting as well. It'll fill up before it hits the wait timer. On top of that, yeah, this one's gonna make money too. Alright, next on the list, mini coaster. It's cheap or just not necessarily cheap. Oh yeah, I used to build some of these. Oh. Okay. Feeling like corkscrew, kind of there. So that's a looping. No. Corkscrew. Cobra. Okay. Wait, what's the difference? Oh, is it because it's bigger? Hmm. Inverted hairpin. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's actually kind of a neat spot. Oh, right. Right. Yeah, this is actually kind of a neat spot to have it. I was trying something a little different too. Just bringing the entrance and exits in a little bit. Add one more. Just for safety sake. It always slightly worries me seeing it pretty much hit the tip. So this will be like the other one, so 24 passengers, which means the full load, well, one path is 4 people, so that means 6 paths. Ooh, we're gonna have to move the exit though. Yeah, we'll have to move the exit just to make enough room. So like this one, because the ride is short, I will want to do how many do I want? At least 4. 4 loads, which is 16. So that's 4. It should be enough. Actually, let's do it this way. Whoops. Actually, let's first do the logical thing here and get this to merge up. And then this, that. And then we can open doors. Ooh, that lag spike though. Okay. So I need to put no seats because I want to put the first aid. Put it right beside. Now I'm gonna have to, yep. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of landscaping. Make it so we don't get some ugly corners. I've got the first aid room. That way guests don't sit, right? The first seat they have is past the first aid room, so there's a higher chance of them actually walking by and going in than walking past. Man, that puke spot's been there for a long time. And I'll avoid hiring too many people as well. Because that's just more time. Well, it's not really more time when you can do this. I do have to think about that a little bit more often. Yeah, so far I'm liking the spacing, gapping, whatever. I could probably use something else down here, something here with that eventual path, like one here. The LIM lim. I can't think of what it actually would stand for though. Lim. Linear induction. Okay, yeah. Yep, that makes sense. Linear induction motors. Like I was trying to think of something technical, and yeah, that makes. Oh, right. Actually, let's deal with that issue. So toilet here, next food spot. Here's a good food spot. Let's put food spot here. I should have thought about that a little sooner. Alright. Food. Number 2 food, number 2 drink. Money again. I guess until I actually get that value, I probably shouldn't even care too much about the price. We'll use blue for these umbrellas, just to see. Before I forget. Bump some of these prices up. And another wash. And then since we just got food, 1, 2, 3. Five seats worth. Okay. This is going to be another place. And probably around here eventually. To kind of help with these other areas. We'll start by here. Put fries. I'm also setting the price and increasing the price. I'm also giving myself a bit of a chance at finding or noticing, hey, I've got one of these already. So this way I don't have to, you know, unless it's super popular or something, I won't necessarily build another one. I don't think I have the ATM yet, so I'll actually put at least one of them. I should put it near the kiosk. Since ATM, even though the rides are free, no admittance, people will want to get money out. So I do have to provide money, cash or services, so they can get their money out when they need some. Alright, let's see. Bathroom. Bathroom complaints will probably continue for a while. And then, yeah, there's still this corner of the map. I said I was going to build something here. Right here. I don't know what ice cream counts as. $1.20 a hot dog. That's that's not very expensive. At least for Canadian pricing. Oh shoot! I already have an iced tea stall. Don't have a lemonade stall though. I know we did the sunglasses, t-shirts. T-shirts, we'll do orange. And another washroom. Alright. I'm gonna have to cough again. What else? Clear grass again. So yeah, litter bins always double stacked. Simple reason that this is the problem you get. So even double is probably not enough. At times, it depends which way people go. Sometimes 2 bins aren't enough. And so in this case, you see like people actually threw stuff on the ground because they're full. If you're a handyman, walk by often enough, which I can't tell on this map, because this map is showing everyone else. He's obviously, yep, all 3 of them are on screen here. This is why I'm not a huge fan of letting people walk in these things. I get lost. Try and keep this guy on a leash, just because this is a particularly busy area. Damn, even all of those are filled up. I just can't afford too much on staff and the things. I don't wanna spend too much having a lot of staff keeping everything super clean and tidy. At the same time, I can't have it. Can't have these guys just getting lost. That's a big enough area. Yeah, I guess that's a decent plan, right? I have a food area that winds up being near roller coaster, so you tackle the food and the sick, kind of in the same area. So I'll hire one to kind of wander around, and I'll probably have another ride around here. We'll see. Alright, so I'm already approaching an hour. Already approaching an hour, so let's take a quick look. Park value. Alright, so we're kind of a fifth of the way there. Not doing too bad. A lot of just management, making sure we're keeping the place clean-ish. Making sure our guys are doing their job. Still not getting the use it should be getting, but you know, it is what it is. So let's go ahead and save. Oh, I didn't pause the game, did I? So hit that pause button. I will continue this in a second part, because 1 hour is quite long enough. So I'll see you guys in just a bit.